What is going on, everybody? Jonathan Farrell, Two Mortgage Guys podcast. Very rarely do we have a guest come on our show twice. Well, we've only had like 15 episodes, but I would like to welcome back Mr. Make It Happen himself, Alexander Parker. How's it going, sir?
It's going good, man. Thank you for having me back.
Very, very, very hot.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
So one of the things that I want to talk about, just because you and I have talked about this in the past, is most people are still on the fence. They're like, interest rates are going to drop, prices are going to drop, I'm going to be able to get that deal, and that's not the case. We're starting to see, more recently rates have started kind of leveling off, maybe kind of going up a little bit. Well, I'm going to take that back. Anytime that the Fed announces that a rate decrease happens, that doesn't mean mortgage rates. That's talking about HELOC rates, credit card rates, all that other stuff. That kind of, they follow each other similarly, but they're not the exact same. So I keep getting people that call me up and they're like, hey, 0.25 rate decrease. Like, what's my rate now? I'm like, still the same.
Yeah.
So anyway, what are you seeing in the market right now?
Well, it's, we're texting you every day, like, what's the rate, just so we can be on top of it. And we're marketing that out a lot to some of our buyers that are on the fence. We've had a lot of buyers recently that have come off the fence and they're like, hey, let's look into getting pre-approved or what we've got to do to get into a house, because it's I think they're waiting. There's a lot of people waiting for that crash to happen, right? And that crash,
the big 2008, 2009.
Exactly.
Again.
I mean, that happened for a number of reasons, mainly because, people were getting into loans or whatnot that they probably shouldn't have been in the first place. And the big default happened on all those, you know? So we're not seeing that right now. And if you go in, we always tell our clients, when we get you pre-approved, we're getting you pre-approved for a home you can afford right now based off of your numbers right now.
Your payment.
So exactly. So if it's not, we're not going at the adjustable rate loan or anything like that. It's a loan that says this is what you're qualified for based off of what you make right now. Right. So barring any kind of, weird thing happening, like God forbid they lose their job or whatnot, they should be good.
Should be able to still make the monthly payment and everything else.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, the rate's at, I think you had told
me. Still mid threes right now. So,
and that's crazy.
Right.
Because we were just at 4 and 5.
Well, the lowest that I was ever quoting was like 3.25, and I was giving back like a 2% lender credit on that. And then it's funny because that was 6-7 years ago, right when I first started in the industry. That was like the lowest that I think it ever was. And now, you get somebody that's like, oh, I'm getting 3.875. Like, that's horrible. It's like, what are you talking about? We were at 5% the other day. Like 6 months ago.
5.1 or whatever. Right. We were getting scared it was going to go up to 6.
Yeah, so. I mean, that's what we were talking about right before everything was happening. So, I mean, it's interesting because people keep thinking, oh, it's going to continue to drop. Like, we're not seeing that. Yeah. At least it's within the immediate future. It could. But, I mean, as far as that's concerned, like, if you're in the market, like, you just got to move.
You just got to take advantage of it, especially if you get that opportunity to get pre-approved for a home. I mean, there's a couple of things that go into what we tell our home buyers, especially if they're first-time home buyers or whatnot, is that we really want them to look at it as an investment. Like, the first home out the gate, it's probably not going to be your dream home. Right. And there's a strong possibility that the second home that you get isn't going to be your dream home. Right. And I always refer back to, one of our awesome clients who really came into the gate like that. And we helped her, she was a teacher, single lady teacher, wanted to get her own first investment. We helped her purchase a home out in Hemet when the recovery was just starting. She stayed in that home for about 3 years or so. Right. Gained the equity out of it, pulled it out, bought a second home, bigger, nicer, in an area she preferred a little bit more. And she had quite a bit of equity, close to 6 figures or whatnot. So to be able to pull that out, buy another home, and now she's building equity in this home too, and is going to take that and buy another home soon. That's kind of how you play the real estate game. So if you're sitting here at a 3.5% rate, I'm not sure what else is stopping you from going to get a house.
Well, if you think too, like, so with the Cal Halfa program that we offer, which is the down payment assistance, like that's at 3.625. So you can get into a house, get full down payment assistance at 3.625. Yep. Like you think of a $2,200 payment, like for some people that might be high, but in actuality, that's like what you're paying for rent right now,
Yeah.
2,000, 2,200. Like jump in, get it. Even if it's not, if it's not in that area that you're looking for, maybe you need to expand the search parameters. Because like for me, like we bought our first house now, and we're sitting on over $150,000 in equity just because of the market appreciation.
Yep.
So you just got to get your feet wet, jump in.
And that's the whole thing we're trying to tell them about. I mean, you tell our clients all the time, if once they get into a house, after a certain amount of time, they can refinance. So if that low rate goes even lower, they have the opportunity to refinance.
Right. And then at least you're in something and you're building something.
Now
you're
equity.
Exactly.
Yep.
My favorite quote, and I keep seeing this around there, is like the interest rate on renting is 100%.
Yeah.
And
they don't put that they don't take that into consideration.
No, they're like, well, I mean, I can do this and that, and it's like, no, you're literally you're paying for somebody else's investment right now,
and nothing coming back your way.
Absolutely. So anyway, I think that the market itself, we're still seeing that it's heating up. We're getting a lot of accepted offers. Refinances has been busy.
Yeah.
I know you got a lot of listings and other things that are coming up.
We've got some great listings on the market. Plus, we've got buyers coming off the fence, and they're getting.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because they always say, towards the holiday season, people are on vacation or drop off or whatnot, and we're seeing a lot of them.
It's heating up right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Christmas and Christmas Eve are each one day a month.
Right.
And Thanksgiving is one day.
Right.
So as long as you don't open escrow on November 24th and close on Christmas Day.
I love Christmas Day because it's like, can we get into our house before Christmas? Maybe.
Yeah, it's a push. But, I mean, if you get in beforehand, you're in your new house before Christmas.
Right.
If you get in right after, you're in your new house before the new year. Either way, it works. But you've got to take advantage. I mean, every type of investment seminar or whatnot that we go to, all the experts keep saying that the market is going to continue to get stronger. Prices are going to continue to increase. And we're not talking for like another year or two. We're talking about the next 3, 5, possibly even 7 years.
Right.
And, they say this recession that might or might not happen, the real estate market
Still
isn't even
strong.
one of, out of the top 10 issues that could cause a recession this time around, real estate is number 9.
Right.
So it's nowhere near what's really going to cause it.
Exactly.
So it's great. Like I said, if you can get into a house and you keep your job, it should be good. If something happens like that, unfortunately, then we have to look at other options. But we're approving you for a house that you can afford right now.
But I mean, that's the thing. There are options too. If something like that were to happen, like if that is a concern for somebody, there's options to get out of the house. Maybe look at taking some of that equity, with you. Like even if you get into a year and then then you do end up losing your job, and you built up a year's worth of equity, like that can be saving grace.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the biggest thing. Like especially with these programs that are available for you to get in with hardly any money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Like for us, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I agree.
Anyway, real estate market's heating up right now. We're definitely seeing a lot of that. We're excited. I know Alex is excited too.
I'm real
Keep him
excited.
busy.
Our team is real excited.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
we're ready to make it happen.
And for us, this is the last time that you're probably going to see this backdrop because we are moving to our new location in Temecula. We're excited about that. Lease is signed, getting carpet paint, new desks, all whole. It's going to be a new
awesome.
look. So anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. And for any real estate questions, please feel free to reach out to Alex. We'll have his contact information posted as well.
Yes.
And we'll get going on that. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Second time. You're like the first one that is the second.
I'm going to be doing a third time in the new office.
We're going to do third.
So.
I don't know. We might make it a regular thing. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do that too. But I need to do a sitting in that new office.
Oh, yeah.
That one looks good.
You'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
So, cool. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Take care.